was like so butthead laughing. True March hair on a wig. What is this? Where is it? Okay. So today we're going to do an evil Ice Queen. I've been wanting to recreate my Ice Queen for a very, very long time. If you don't know, I filmed an Ice Queen tutorial like years and years and years ago, and sometimes it's just nice to like recreate a look and then compare the two just to kind of see how far your skill level has come, because sometimes we don't appreciate ourselves enough and the skill level that we've achieved over years of practice, and it's just nice to kind of see your own work together, not compare yourself to other people or anything like that, but just to kind of see your own skill set elevate. I feel like it's pretty cool. So I'm kind of into making everything like evil this year, but if you guys want to see any sweet looks, maybe leave them in the comments down below. I don't know if I'll be doing any sweet looks because it's Halloween and I want to be creepy this year, so I'm super excited. I wish Game of Thrones would start because that's what it makes me think of. So yeah, if you guys want to hang out with me while I turn myself into an evil Ice Queen, then I would love it. But why do I look like an 18th century British judge? Alright, we're back to gluing down the eyebrows. Again, this is always optional. I just feel like when you get rid of your eyebrows, you can really change the look of your face, so that's why I like to do it. Again, the goal here is to get your brows as flat as possible, so do this by any means necessary. Always set with the translucent powder so that you get rid of any stickness. I had to put my puff balls on to hold my hair back. But for foundation today, we're just going to use the lightest shade possible. I believe I'm using Born This Way. Again, I really love this foundation just in general. I originally started this look by mixing some face paint together, like cream paint. I just didn't like the coverage it was giving me, so that's why I switched to a foundation instead. To start off my eyes, we're just taking a matte gray shadow and working that in my upper crease. We're just going to make the eyes look a little bigger than they actually are. Again, if you glue down your brows, just be careful around that area so that you're not disturbing any of the brow hairs that are glued down. Such an evil snow queen with your pom-poms. I'm also going to work a matte blue and black shadow into the mix as well, and by mix I'm just mixing the two shades on my brush before I even put it on my eye, just to create a little more depth and darkness happening in there. My serious ass face, like I look like I'm just concentrating so hard on this eyeshadow. So my camera cut out while I was doing this, but I just took a card, which you'll see me do it on my cheeks in a second, and just decided to do like this V on my head. It eventually is going to get covered up by our like icicle brows, but again, I just don't know where these looks are going to go, so I just kind of go where the brush leads me. I feel like this would be really cool for like an alien look. Like I look super alien-esque right now, which makes me want to do like another alien look. Ideas. But I like this V on the head. It just ends up being covered up by my icicle brows. So I made these little icicle things with just a hot glue gun on some parchment paper, and voila, magic, we have things that look like ice. So I'm going to adhere these with a little bit of spirit gum. I made all kinds of like different shapes, and these are just the only two that I ended up liking, and I figured that they would work as kind of our icicle brows. So this was my favorite part of the look, super easy to make, and the spirit gum is just going to ensure that they just don't fall off if you actually wear these. So next, let's darken up these lids. What? Did that sound like what I meant to say? Like darken up the eyelids? We're just going to use some black cream paint, and then we're going to set everything with a black eyeshadow. This part I ended up covering up too, but I feel like it would just be good if you wanted to do like an ice queen. It just was like a little too blue, so you'll see towards the end that I end up darkening up this eye, but I'm just taking like a blue highlighter and working that onto the lid. So here's what I was talking about by using a card just to create like a really sharp edge. That's what I did on my forehead, and I thought I was gonna like it on my cheeks, but I feel like it was giving just like more alien vibes by like having the super sharp edges, so I'll end up softening these lines throughout the video. Here I'm just taking that Snazaroo Clown Face Paint and using this as my concealer, under eye brightener, all that jazz, plus I want her just to look a little more white. The more white my face got, I felt like the more yellow my wig got. Like when I first put it on, it looked like white, and then at the end of the video, I was like, why is this wig so yellow? Next, we're gonna add some black, what is this, eyeliner to our waterline and our lower lash line, and then smoke it out a little bit. We're also going to extend the lower lash line liner down a little bit, like point it downwards to give her a more evil appearance. You can be super dramatic with this, but I didn't want to make it like crazy intense because I feel like my ice queen is an ice queen that is on her way to being the most evil ice queen there ever was. It's just she's not quite there yet. She's in the process. I'm also going to add some gray shadow into the hollows of my eye just to give her a more sunken in appearance. I'm also throwing some red eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line and in the inner corners of my eye as well, just because, I don't know, I liked how it looked, I guess. I don't know. We're going to give her a little bit of icy blue highlight on the tip of the nose and on the cheekbones. And then I'm going to take some more of that red eyeshadow and I'm going to add it to the tip of my nose to give her like a more frostbitten appearance, because you know your nose gets red when it's cold out. Alright, so I know it looks like I'm covering stuff up, but everything that's covered up right now under the white, we're just going to redo. I just realized that my neck wasn't looking as white as my face, so I just wanted to the white to be a little more intense. So we're not covering up, we're just adding the white, and then we're going to redo everything we just did. Alright, so I'm just following like my natural hollows or whatever I have going on. I don't know how to explain this, but I just wanted her to look a little more like sunken, so that's why I'm just intensifying everything here on my neck. I'll just let you watch because I feel like that's easier. And then to add like a little texture to her skin, I'm just using like a little sponge that I got from Michael's, and I'm using gray face paint, a little bit of blue, white, just to kind of add more texture to her skin. When you're home alone and hear a noise, but it's just your cat, yeah, all the time. So for our lashes, I'm gonna take some white water activated paint and a little tiny spoolie and run this through the lashes just to make them white, because hello, we're a snow queen. You can do these when your lashes are already on, or you can do it when they're off. I knew that I wanted them to be white, but not super white, so after we get them coated, I'm gonna go through with just a regular mascara to kind of add some darkness back into the lash. Here, I'm just going to darken up the lids with some more black cream, followed by a little bit of black eyeshadow, and also darken up underneath my lip and around my nose as well. Next, I'm just going to line my lips with a black cream paint, and then I'm going to fill them in with what I thought was a black lipstick, but it's not. It just turned out to be a really dark blue, so I'm going to go over it with a little more of the black cream and then put a black eyeshadow on top just to mattify everything down. I'm going to add some fake snow to my chest area, again, just for more texture, and I'm going to adhere it by just spraying my chest with some hairspray and sprinkling it on and hoping for the best. There's no rhyme or reason, just get it on there. For the drips on the neck, you just want to take a water-activated paint and add a lot of water to a paintbrush, and then push the paintbrush onto your neck and let the drips fall. This is the easiest way that I found to do it. You can add as many drips as you want. Kimberly Margarita does this all the time, and I love her neck drips, so I just wanted to try it. And I painted my fingers black too, because if she touches you, you're done. Throw a little silver cream paint in the middle of the lips to finish it off. Also, I'm going to throw in the most painful contacts I've ever worn in my whole life. They're the blind contacts or mesh contacts. They look really cool, but one, you cannot see, and two, these were the worst. Tease your hair, and this Ice Queen is complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know I will be back super soon with another one. I love you guys. Bye. These are really hard to see in.
I can't see a motherfucking thing.
I think I'm painting my fingers. God, I'm making the biggest mess. I hate contacts. Oh my god.
What?
I don't know where the contact is. It was just in my eye. When my eye was closed, I opened my eye, it's not here. Oh my god, it rolled back down.